Hey there, my name is Cliff Washington, and I'm doing this video resume because I'm interested in the position of Senior Designer of Global Communications at Huge. At this point in my career, I'm looking for a job that's more than about work. I say that because for a few years now I've been following Huge, and it seems like the type of environment there is more than just about work, it's about a lifestyle. Fostering a certain lifestyle, doing the type of work that fulfills me from the creative end, from teamwork end, from a philanthropy end. At different points in my career, I've been a graphic designer, an illustrator, a creative director, a motion graphic designer, and I feel at Huge I can combine all these things into one in the senior designer position. Currently, I work as a digital designer with multiple responsibilities at MS Communications, which owns the radio stations Hot 97, WBLS, WLIB, among others that are spread out throughout the United States. In my position at MS, I've been able to be part of campaigns that include Spotify, Apple Music, Honda, Disney, and a host of other corporations. I'm able to sit in on meetings and give my feedback in terms of the creative direction that we're going with a particular campaign. I get to take part from conception to the conclusion of that campaign, creating everything from social graphics that may end up being motion graphics, to also the web aspect and how that's going to look, to the event aspect of it and how certain activations or digital screens throughout a stadium such as MetLife Stadium, how that will look and how that all works together to form a cohesive campaign. One of the most gratifying aspects of being at MS Communications has been my ability or the opportunity to mentor interns that have come in and have been a part of the digital department. A lot of them have a lot of the excitement and energy that reinvigorates me in my job. Many occasions taught these interns different aspects of Photoshop, of Illustrator, of After Effects for the type of tasks that they have while they're at MS Communications. I find that in teaching interns, it gives me a greater depth of knowledge into my job and the different software that I use. It gives me a chance to see from their perspective how they're taking in information and disseminating and processing that information. And that gives me back a deeper knowledge into what I'm doing in my day-to-day tasks as a designer at MS. For as long as I can remember, I've always had an interest in visual aspects, the strategic aspects, and the communication aspects of being on a team, because only through that way can you really create something for a client that can speak to the users and have them actually want to participate in any type of campaign that we're trying to get them to participate in. I found many times, whether it's my current job or jobs in the past, they've been less concerned with the end product and how it effectively communicates with the user, and more so on the day-to-day small aspects that may have nothing to do with creating a relationship with the user that makes them want to actually care about the brand. The way I think about communication is my own curiosity about what makes people want to take part in something. The old way of advertising, where it's kind of a top-down approach from people that may not necessarily be creative or in a creative space, but whose job it is to figure out ways to kind of manipulate people's emotions to sell them something, isn't something, number one, I'm interested in or I think works very well anymore. So I feel the new aspect of really digging into what people care about, what people want for their lives, what will help those people's lives move forward, what will speak to a part of them that they have not traditionally got from advertising or advertising campaigns, is something I'm deeply interested in. Some of the campaigns that I've seen that Huge has done, whether it's been Lenovo or Nike or the Notifica, you've done a really good job in digging and tapping into something that concerns people on the everyday, something that can have an helpful and actionable use in their life, and actually do it in a creative manner that looks beautiful, performs well, and has a seamless integration into people's lives. I think I'm good for this job, not necessarily because I'm the greatest graphic designer in the world, or the greatest illustrator in the world, or the greatest motion graphics artist. I'm sure that there are many people applying for this job that can show you that they have work in those particular areas that are better than mine. But what I can bring to you is my multidisciplinary skill set that can bring all these things into one and can present you somebody that will not be caught off guard with whatever you present me. Whether you present me a design challenge, whether you present me a editorial illustration challenge, whether you present me a motion graphics challenge, whether you present me a music challenge, whatever those areas might be, I have something to bring to the table because I have experience in it. One of the things that helps me grow as a person and as an artist is having conversations with my creative friends and coworkers and acquaintances, whether they be in music or whether they be writers, painters, beat makers, illustrators, graphic designers. Through conversation with them, I learned something. And I have a monthly podcast series called The Creator's Life Podcast, where I get to have these conversations. And also I've done video content, such as my sit-down interview with Leslie Ware, who's a writer and fashion designer and a children's book author. And I was able to creative direct that video shoot, and also I've designed apparel for my brand. And these various things have helped create the Creator's Life, this ecosystem, as small as it is, and which is growing and giving me a certain creative satisfaction that the kind of creative satisfaction that I got as a kid first discovering drawing or cartoons or animation. I thank you for your time. I hope to be able to sit down and talk with you. On my traditional resume, you can find my website. You can check out my portfolio there, and you can also find my contact information there as well.